What happens when America's most advanced air defense system collides with a missile built to break the rules? That question isn't hypothetical anymore. It's unfolding every night in Ukraine's skies. The Patriot was meant to be Kyiv's unshakable shield, the system that could finally blunt Russia's relentless missile campaign. Yet Russia has rewritten the game. Its upgraded missile no longer obeys expectations. It twists midair, deploys decoys, and leaves Patriot systems guessing. US intelligence now confirms what the battlefield proves. Ukraine is outmatched. How is this even possible? Let's break it down. At first, the Patriots seemed to deliver. Their powerful radars tracked missiles, their interceptors found their marks, and for a time, Ukraine's air defense looked formidable. For Kyiv, each successful intercept meant a depot saved, a power grid still standing, and morale intact. But as the war dragged on, Russian missiles began acting differently. They were harder to predict, to track, and to stop. The Patriot, which depends on precision calculations of a missile's flight path, suddenly found itself facing weapons that refused to fly predictably. This change was not accidental. Russia had upgraded the Iskander-M. On paper, it was still a short-range ballistic missile designed to hit hardened targets. In practice, it had become something much more sophisticated. Intelligence reports confirm that the missile now deploys radar decoys, scattering false signals across the radar picture. Operators suddenly see multiple missiles in the air. Which one to hit? Which one to ignore? Wasting an interceptor on a decoy allows the real warhead to slip through unharmed. Meanwhile, the missile no longer follows a simple arc. It maneuvers mid-air, changing its trajectory in ways the Patriot's predictive software can't anticipate. This combination of deception and maneuver is why US analysts now admit Ukraine's Patriots are struggling. A system built to counter predictable threats is being outplayed by an unpredictable. The consequences of these upgrades couldn't remain theoretical for long. A shield only proves its worth when tested in fire, and Ukraine's skies have become the proving ground. The Patriots' difficulties with radar decoys and unpredictable trajectories moved quickly from intelligence reports into battlefield reality. Each new Russian strike became more than an attack. It was a test, a demonstration of whether Ukraine's most trusted defense could hold. And when the results came in, they told a harsh truth. The gap between expectation and performance was widening. The shield that was meant to be unbreakable had begun to crack, raising the question: what does it mean when the most advanced defense system can no longer guarantee protection? In Ukraine, that question wasn't answered by theories or reports, but by fire. So how did it actually look when Russia's ballistic missiles struck the Patriot? Stay with us. On the 19th of August, footage released on the Uncensored News Telegram channel captured another blow to Ukraine's defense. Russian Iskander ballistic missiles targeted the city of Kremenchuk, where Patriot systems had been deployed to shield critical infrastructure. Yet as the warheads streaked toward their targets, the interceptors failed to respond effectively. Reports suggested that not a single missile was brought down. The silence of the Patriot launchers spoke louder than assurances. Systems once meant to protect now stood motionless, while the blasts on the ground revealed the truth of a shield that couldn't hold. Just weeks earlier, before the incident in August, on 31st July, another strike was reported by the same channel, this time on Zhulyany military airport in Kyiv. Russian Iskander missiles once again pierced Ukrainian air defenses, hitting an area where Patriot systems were known to be stationed. Alongside the air defense positions, a military warehouse at the site was also destroyed, sending thick plumes of smoke into the sky. The attack raised difficult questions. If a heavily defended capital could not rely on its most advanced shield, then where could it be trusted? In Zhulyany, the answer came in fire, debris, and silence from the interceptors. Why did this happen? The technical explanations all point back to the Iskander's new features. Patriots cannot hit what they cannot predict, and they cannot prioritize when decoys saturate their radar. The Ukrainian Air Force spokesperson Yuri Inat conceded that while interception is still possible, the missile upgrades make defense more difficult. In the sterile language of military analysis, more difficult hides the truth. More missiles hitting their targets. And this leads us directly into the larger question, the implications of a shield that no longer holds. The consequences of these failures go beyond burned warehouses and cratered airfields. For Ukraine, each successful Russian strike chips away at infrastructure and military readiness. A depot destroyed today is ammunition lost tomorrow. The very purpose of the Patriots was to prevent exactly this, and their struggle creates a sense of vulnerability that Moscow is eager to exploit. The Patriot was advertised as the ultimate shield, yet on the battlefield it is being dismantled, not by propaganda, but by precision strikes and superior engineering. Russia's Iskander-M has forced the most expensive Western system into retreat, exposing its flaws with every maneuver, every decoy, every crater left behind. For Ukraine, this is not just a loss of hardware. It is the collapse of the illusion that Western weapons can change the war's outcome. For Russia, the message is clear. No shield is unbreakable, and no amount of American promises can alter the balance of power in the skies. That's for today's wrap-up. Thank you for watching.